Assalamualaikum to my respected lecturer, Dr. Ahmad Azman bin Muhammad Anwar, and the all audience. May you all always healthy and blessed. My name is Muhammad Najwan bin Jamal from M1 BA 24336, and today I'm going to present the topic and issue related in training evaluation in human resource development programs. Before that, I would like to tell you about the little information of training evaluation in human resource development programs. Training evaluation is the systematic process of analyzing if training programs and initiatives are effective and efficient. Training effectiveness refers to the benefit that the company and the trainees receive from the training. Benefit for the trainees may include learning new skills or behaviors. Benefit for the company may include increased sales and more certified customers. Training evaluations measure specific outcomes or criteria to determine the benefits of programs. Among of the reasons for evaluating training is to identify the strength and weakness of the programs. Second is to identify the program is effective or not. Third is to gather information for marketing training. And lastly, to determine financial benefits and costs. There are types of evaluation designs. The first type of evaluation design, which is post-test only. Post-test only design refers to an evaluation design in which only post-training outcomes are collected. This design can be strengthened by adding a comparison group. The second type is pre-test and post-test. This design refers to an evaluation design in which is both pre-training and post-training outcomes measures are collected. There is no comparison group. The third is pre-test and post-test with comparison group. This type of design controls for more strict to validity. This type also refers to an evaluation design that includes trainees and comparison groups. Pre-training and post-training outcomes measures are collected from both groups. Now, we move to the issue that related with evaluation training in human resource development. I have found the article that written by Zen Elbush in 2016. For your information, Zen Elbush is professor in University of Maryland at Baltimore, United States. He has written the article that related in evaluation training entitled "Why it is so hard to evaluate training in the workplace." I have highlighted the reason why it is so hard to evaluate training from this article. So, among of the reasons why is evaluating training so hard to do? Because mostly training often to lead a fail. Why does training fails? According to the Albernetti 1999, usually trainings fail because of lack of planning, sponsorship, and no budget. Evaluation of training is also difficult because operating unit managers are looking for increased performance and not necessarily to increase learning on which trainers usually judge the success of their training. Training effectiveness is helping to increase performance is reduced even further since training is often wasted because the skills and knowledge gained in training are not applied on the job and thus have no impact. Next is training used for other than improving skills and knowledge. Training is appropriate when an individual's performance will be improved with additional skills and knowledge. According to the Stolovich 2017, training fails many times because it is complete for reasons other than the need for increased skills and knowledge of the individual. Now, we move to the improved performance is not the same as more training. Most companies make training programs for the trainees like to improve performance. So, there are many differences between a training focus and a performance improvement focus. This table shows about training versus performance improvement focus. As you can see, the first is purpose. The purpose for the training is about the individual learning. Meanwhile, for the performance improvement is to improve productivity and profitability for the organization. The second is role. The role for training is to provide effective, engaging training with an environment conducive to learning. Meanwhile, for performance improvement is about to improve on the job performance. The third is goal. The goal for training is to close the skill gap. Meanwhile, for performance improvement is about close performance gap to achieve business goal. The fourth is task. The task for training is about to make training enjoyable. For the performance improvement is to fill the performance gap in the organization. And the lastly is evaluation. The evaluation for training is to get the reaction and what the trainees have learned. Meanwhile, for the evaluation for performance improvement to identify through the business impacts. So, what trainers need to do? First of all, training managers need to think of their customers not only as the trainees in the classroom, but also the trainees, operation or unit managers are their customers too. And the second is the trainers must think the way that causes someone to measure several different things. It may be helpful for future training and development to know if the trainees perceive the intervention positively and learn the skills and knowledge that the training was designed to accomplish. So, as a conclusion, organization will generally like to examine closely the link between training investment and business results. The trainers also cannot train and treat the trainees like an experienced worker. They should know the capability level of each trainees. That's all from me. I hope you understand why many organizations have failed in training and it's hard to evaluate. Thank you for watching.